got some more juicy good stuff. If y'all like last week, y'all gonna really love this week. We got our very own. This week we talking about Black female entrepreneurs, and we got one of our very own, Erica Berry, here joining us today at the table. Thank you for joining us, Erica.
Of course.
Erica is for y'all who don't know. She is a family member. She is my love. That's my cousin. And but this girl right here is a firecracker. Ever since you've been knee high to a dog's tail. I say it all the time. You know, that's that old. I'm telling my age.
I say y'all old every day.
I said all the time about Erica. Is this girl? She don't miss a beat. Ever since she was little, she been getting it in. Getting it in. And I always say this, like Erica, the Instagram, the My Faces and all that, Facebook, all that is, they new to this, you true to this.
That's right.
She been doing it all her life. Every time I see her, she on point. Yeah. She just always branded out, you know, and now she got her very own business. Erica, tell us about your business.
Okay. So I have a hair company called Glamorous Mane. Basically, we sell hair extensions. We have a beauty bar in Gardena. We just opened up, a few months ago, we opened up a vending machine in the mall. We're working on our second mall location now. And we're about to expand our beauty bar now, currently.
The beauty bar, what is that all about?
So the beauty bar, we have 10 stylists, we have a nail technician, and we have an eyelash technician.
So y'all got the whole beauty bar. One stop.
Yeah, we're trying to make it a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
We need a makeup artist. So if any of you guys do makeup out there, we're looking for you.
Yeah.
What is your vending machine?
That was a trailblazer. When I saw you doing the vending machine, I was like, oh shoot, snap.
I actually just read an article on a guy who was putting a bunch of vending machines in a bunch of different venues, and I was gonna ask you about that as well.
Okay, so what's in the vending machine is bundles. I got the idea from someone in Atlanta. I visited my sister in Atlanta, and I seen they had that there.
Oh, they did have that. Okay.
And then as well as in the airport, I noticed that a beauty line had makeup products. So I said, you know what? Let me reach out to a few malls and see if they'll be interested in hair extensions. When I called them, they was like, bundles in the vending machine? They didn't really get it. You know, they weren't open to it. Yeah. But I found one girl who was a leasing manager, and she happened to be African American. We graduated from the same college. So we hit it off right away. And she was like, you know what? I want to give this a try. Right. So we did. After that, now I have malls contacting us.
Wow. See how these doors open for you. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, do you, like the first one that wasn't open to it, do you find it difficult to approach people as a woman? In just being an entrepreneur in your own right.
So believe it or not, I'm kind of shy. I don't like to speak, but I feel like I can write well. So usually when I write them those letters, even for our space that we have now, like the rent was they wanted basically $700 more than what we pay now. I thought about it. I did some more research in the area, and I was like, well, I just don't think it's worth it. I wrote them a letter, and they wrote me back. And they said, okay, we'll take your offer.
Right. So it's negotiation.
I feel like, you have to negotiate. You have to go after what you want. Mm-hmm. And sometimes as a Black woman, as a woman, it's just, just a young woman, sometimes you don't know if what you're doing is right, if you're approaching the situation right. But I say go for it.
Right.
Like you only say yes or no, right?
And that's actually a great way of thinking. Mm-hmm. It's only yes or no. And if it's no, I move on to the next thing.
Exactly. The mall we're at is
all the time.
Right. Yeah. The mall we're at was definitely not my first choice, but it opened the door for other avenues. So
that's what I guess from last week.
Yeah, we just talked to last week. We talked to a male entrepreneur, and he does the Amazon delivery trucks, and that was one of the things that he said. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to do some things that you don't necessarily want to do to open up doors for other places.
Absolutely.
So you have a couple of business partners in this. Tell us about that experience and then trying to have a good fit. Is it a good fit?
Okay. So I think so my business partner name is Brittany Barnes. She's Brittany B Beauty on Instagram. She does hair well. We have two totally different personalities. Maybe if we both had the same personality, it wouldn't work. She's more laid back. She lets me take care of more of the business side of things. She works with more of the photo shoots and, the branding type of things. Right. And so it works, it balances. Sometimes I'm frustrated with her. Sometimes I'm sure she's frustrated with me. Sometimes we have different visions. but I feel like we're able to come together and, make it work.
At the end for the
At the
song.
end
Is
of
it
the
just you two?
Yes, it is.
Really, it's the compatibility you saying is really important.
I do, and I feel like it's the balance, it's understanding and being able to compromise, because sometimes, just for example, Black Friday's coming up. That's our biggest day of the year. I might
Black Friday?
Black
So
Friday.
it's everybody's okay, even in hair.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
We've made over $30,000 in one day on a Black
What?
Friday.
Get out of
Wow.
here.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I might
Okay.
have to.
You'll get you a bundle later.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in the wrong field. Wow.
Oh my God. So now okay, so go ahead, finish that story about the
Oh,
Black
no, so
Friday.
I'm just saying, just for example, I might have a vision of doing a photo shoot in a space like this. She might want to drop out the sky. I don't know. I'm just giving an example. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But we have to come together and agree and, do it in a timely manner.
Yeah, it was economically, was feasible, was
Right.
practical.
But
Exactly.
the most important thing in that is just effective communication. You guys have to
Absolutely.
make sure that you're communicating properly.
You're right.
Was she your first option for a partner, or did you go through several to get to her?
No, she was my first option for a partner. She did my hair at the time, and I had a friend who was selling clothes, and she was telling me like she would make $30,000 and stuff in a month, and I'm like, no way. So she would show me that she actually was. She was like, you should sell something. I don't care if it's a t-shirt. You should start selling something online. So at the time, I was like, well, what could I sell? And I was like, well, what about hair? And so we tested out a few different hairs and bundles, and we got some bad hair. We finally found something that I liked. My partner was like, I think that this is it. So we went for it. And I had another business before this, and that was a total failure. So this just took off really fast. Like, we was making money quick. Now it's a little bit more saturated than when we first started. But in the beginning, I was shocked for it to do what it did.
I mean, saturated is a lot of competition.
It's a lot of competition
Yeah,
now.
that was gonna be my next question. How is that competition? Because there's a beauty
how do you
shop on
stand out?
every corner. Yeah. What makes Glamorous Mane different?
So really, honestly, I don't know. Only thing I could just say what we do. We try to be consistent. We try to post something every day. We try to work with our community. Like, I didn't want Glamorous Mane just to be just about hair. Like, I feel like it's a mecca for all things. If there's a tragedy going on, like, we trying to help. Like, when they had the big floods in Texas, we sent the big rig out there full
I
of
saw
stuff.
that. I saw you guys say it was an enormous outpour from the community.
From the
too.
community. And it's never like no big time people. It's just literally people in the community,
That's good.
For back to school, we gave out hundreds of, like 100 pair of shoes, 300 backpacks.
Oh wow!
And
So you
it's just
guys-
people from the community. It's
Right.
not like we're going and getting this money, or it's not like we're taking it from ourselves. We put in something, we put a post up, and people are willing to help out. And so I'm really thankful for that.
Oh yeah, that's good. Giving back to the community and then helping them feel good about themselves, which is what beauty is all about.
Right.
If you look good, you feel good.
Right. And with that, my main thing was I wanted people to be able to trust us. Like, you know what I'm saying? With hair, so many times people come in and say, well, I got this hair from over here and it did this, or it didn't work out well. So the first thing was for people to trust us. And then once we gained that trust, now I feel like the opportunities are endless. Like, we could do whatever we want. The money that we're making, I'm just like, I can't believe it. I feel like it's changed me and Brittany's life, and I feel like, now it's what we're gonna do next with it.
What you gonna
That's
do
good.
next?
You know what? People don't care what you know until they know that you care.
Right.
So reaching out to the community and pouring and serving first, and then getting them to come in. That's actually a good idea.
Major. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you. I had a last minute situation, and I'm like, well, what can I go and get? Wait a minute, I got people. I had went online. I said, okay, let me just go online and do it like everybody else. And the lady was booked completely till next month or something. So I said, let me reach out to some people, when you got contacts.
Right.
Yeah.
Glamorous Mane, I reached out and she was able to get me in on the next day appointment over there at Glamorous Mane. I appreciate you. Y'all had me looking like a beauty queen. And I mean, I walked in and you see the pictures, but it was really beautiful inside.
Okay.
That's one thing I think that sets you guys apart as well, because it really is an elite salon. It really is. It's
and I wanted to bring that atmosphere to the hood,
Right.
So that's what we did. And Now they want to move real west. We can, but it's not really that pertinent to me. Like, I'm fine in the neighborhood. Like, we could get another location somewhere in the neighborhood and I'll be just fine with it. So we're in Gardena and El Segundo and Harvard. We're 1 block east of Western and El Segundo.
Wow, I drive past y'all all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, they're right there.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Malik, what do you know?
I know enough.
Okay, to that end, do you guys service men? Is there hair cutting in there?
We don't do any haircuts. There is a barber in our plaza, so we don't do haircuts, but we do have braiders. We have people who do locks, so we do get a few male clients that come in there.
Oh, okay.
Really? If y'all looking for a barber, I do cut hair. I can go up in there and cut a few hairs.
Okay, you have your license?
No.
Okay.
It's strictly professional get down, Malik. Beauty salon and hair and all of that. What was your approximate startup cost? Was it attainable? Like, did it take you a long time to get there?
No. It was $1,000.
What?
Really? To start up your
Y'all heard it right here. You heard it last week. You don't need a lot of money. Wow. Just start whatever you're
doing. I always tell people, like, just start. Like, you don't need a lot. I have a friend now, she wants to start a makeup line, and she wants to go do all this stuff and get all this organic stuff. I'm like, girl, just get a lip gloss and get started.
Just
get started. You know,
brand yourself, get yourself out there, and then people are willing to. Okay, well, she has a blush.
Right. So it was $500 from her, $500 from me. I think at the time we made about like 30 bundles, 20 bundles, something like that. And we started with that, and then we just literally flipped the money. For a long time, we never used the profit of the money. We just reinvested the money back into the business.
The second entrepreneur, that's what I said. You got to really invest back and reinvest back into your business. So you guys getting very, good advice here at the kitchen. I hope you're taking notes. We sitting next to rich people right here. Like,
I'm not rich, but I want to be one day.
You are. You got a wealth of knowledge. So that's rich in itself. Because I don't know anything about the hair business. If I wanted to start, I don't know where the first place to go.
Right.
And we have these conversations as a family all the time. Now the next thing is, would we be at home on the couch over at Auntie's talking about what are you millennials doing with all this money you making? Are you being wise?
Right.
So that's why we used to come holler at you.
I mean, because I counsel them all the time, and I try to tell them that the money is, especially when it comes lucrative like that on a daily cash basis, it comes in just as fast as it comes. It slips through your fingers. You're gone. You're buying all these things. So you gotta be smart.
Yeah.
Set yourself
think
up.
Long term.
Think long term.
Yeah, absolutely.
Invest in stocks and bonds and real estate. Stuff like that.
So that's what I want to do next. So basically, I've been just like saving a lot of my money. I do have some bad habits. I'm not gonna lie. I like nice things. But this has given me.
See you out there.
This has given me the opportunity, I feel like, to build leave a legacy for myself and to put my family in position, and that's what I want to do.
Right.
So, this year I've been saving aggressively, and I believe that the market is gonna come down some, and I would like to do some real estate. I'm joined a group, and we're buying some property together out of state and doing a few flips. And so, I want to do some of those things here in Los Angeles as well.
Oh, yeah, that's good. See there what I'm saying? Just a little,
invest your money somewhere. You can get a return on it.
And getting with a group, that's what we as, African Americans, we find it hard to partner with somebody.
Right.
We want all the glory and want to be 100%. Yeah, it's trust issues. Maybe it's more trust issues.
And then I think a lot of times we don't have any, a parent or someone to show us the ropes. So you kind of got to figure it out. You got to use YouTube. You got to use Google.
Yeah.
We don't really know. It's no one you could call. Even with this business, we made a few mistakes in the beginning on whether it be an S corporation or LLC, because there was really no book, or no guideline that tell you to do it like this. You know what I'm saying? So you make some mistakes in the beginning, and then it takes you a few to owe the IRS some lump sums, and then you figure it out, and then you do it right the next year.
What did you make it?
What?
An LLC or?
I decided to go to S corporation.
Okay, and why do you think that was best?
Well, my accountant advised us to do that, to do it that way.
Funnel the taxes through your income, or the funnel the income through your income. I really don't even understand that. My accountant said the same thing. Do the S corp, then we flip to the C corp.
Right, I want to know. I'm
know.
sitting here taking notes myself. I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
that is really some tax thing. You got to kind of really.
You really have to know, and honestly, that's not my.
It's not my.
It's not my forte,
Yeah.
but you know,
you got somebody that
right?
you can
Yes,
trust.
yeah. I feel like I have a pretty good accountant, and I take his advice, and I advise if any of you guys are opening up a business that you seek someone like that who really does know, because you can make a lot of mistakes in the beginning that will cost you a lot of dollars.
What's another mistake that you would tell somebody, beware of in this beauty business that you've learned?
I would just say be assertive. Like starting your own beauty line, to me, I didn't have no problems with that. Now the salon, that's a whole nother thing, because now you become, they are independent contractors, but it's still your salon. So you have to put some rules down from the beginning.
Yeah.
And, that could be a problem, because now you're looking at your peers, what they're looking at you, or you're my same age, don't tell me what to do. I work for myself, and, things like that. But I feel like if the rules are set from the beginning and it is what it is, then you just follow it and are not,
That's important, especially if you got a salon as large as yours
and you're trying to build a brand,
right? You're trying to build a brand, and everybody got to kind of adhere to your brand, and
right?
What it is
exactly.
How many stylists or artists do you have in?
So total is 12 of us. It's 9 stylists, a lash tech, and a nail tech, and then me. And then we have someone who sells the hair. So it's quite a few of us. So that's the whole thing. So you might be the kitchen table talk Tina who does hair, but then it's still Glamorous Mane, the brand, So I kind of want them, you can still be yourself, but I still want them to represent the brand. Absolutely. And so, sometimes I feel like that is a little bit hard. It's hard for me to even speak to them or to tell them what to do. Sometimes I don't feel comfortable with that. And I feel like that's something I need to work on with myself if I want my business to be ran a certain way.
How often are you having meetings? Do you guys have monthly meetings? Because that's probably, that is one of the best ways to infiltrate or to put on the table what your expectations are.
Right.
Not you as an individual, but just as
a salon.
Yeah.
Correct. So we do have a new group of people that are in the salon now. I'm kind of happy with them, I can say, as opposed to what we had before. So I feel like we are growing as a salon. Mm-hmm. And as far as maturity, I did deal with, in the beginning, a lot of people booking appointments and then they're not showing up, and then I'm there. So I feel obligated. I feel sorry, but really it's not my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
are they all required to use that, her question was, do you have monthly meetings? Okay,
so we don't have monthly meetings. We did have a meeting a few weeks ago. And my main thing with the meeting is I don't want to come and we talk about A, B, and C, and then Tuesday, it's right back to the same thing. And sometimes I've seen that happen in the past,
Well, have you thought about getting someone, because you're not really comfortable with speaking to them because they're your friends, they're your peers, and you don't... It's
like a salon manager.
So why don't you get someone to come in and speak to the group, including yourself, and
that's a good idea.
Yeah, you hire someone to do that. People, you got professionals out there that come in and they do, professional development, and there's these different tactics that they give, and they'll make it fun. And so now they're not looking at you crazy,
right? You're
or
right.
want to be rebellious.
You're right. It's a great idea.
Yeah, and then it becomes part of your, your whole professional culture. Because that's what the last one was saying. Said you got to know when to hire people that do what, professional jobs that you don't need to be really involving yourself in.
Right.
And that might be one.
And that might be one of the problems. I think I'm overly involved, and I want to help do stuff. And I still work another job, so sometimes I am. Like at the meeting, they told me sometimes you walk in here and you're wearing whatever you're going through on your face. And I get off of work at 9:00 in the morning. I have to be to the salon by 10:30. So, it is. Sometimes I may be a little overwhelmed. So I think that's actually a great idea.
Yeah. The book that he recommended was The One Thing. The One Thing. I forget who it was by. It was The One Thing, but we can get that. We'll post it on the website. It was a book that helped him, and he has 3 businesses that are very successful right now. And the book was basically, teaching you how to pick one thing and focus on that, and then the 1% of that one thing. Okay. And so it takes you away from being overly involved in everything.
Right.
You then start hiring people to do stuff that you're not the strongest in.
Okay, that makes sense.
Being an entrepreneur, you definitely, it takes a certain amount of discipline. He also said about knowing when you got to check yourself. I think you're doing that with realizing some things that you need to fix to make things also
and
run
be okay
efficiently.
with it.
Right.
Do the work.
My husband always have to tell me, it ain't, because I, like you, sometimes I feel bad about certain things that you got to do. You got to make some hard decisions in business, especially with family and all this kind. And he always have to remind me, it ain't personal, it's his business. And then when he jogged that back in me, I got to go, he's right, it's business. If they went anywhere else, it would be business, And so when it comes down to your consulting fees, your prices, anything,
The discounts, the family discounts.
Right, everybody.
I shopped with you 4 times before this discount.
My price is my price.
Right.
My price is my price. And you're gonna. And what I learned, and since I've been trying to be a speaker in this whole arena, is my coach Lisa Nichols indicated, if somebody is not willing to pay your price for everything you offer, then that's just not your audience.
That's
right.
Because everybody is not our audience.
Right.
And so we have to, we have to be okay with, because the people who is your audience will pay your fee for whatever it is. And if there is family, if you choose to give them a discount, make it a 1%, 5%, 2%, 3%, whatever, and that's it for everybody.
I came up with affordable bundles. So now we have our premium and we have affordable.
Oh.
So now I don't want to do any more discounts anymore.
Okay,
so if you can't afford the premium, go ahead and get the affordable. It'll work just as
We
well.
got something for everybody. We got something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I might get an affordable bundle.
Okay, no problem. I tried it out. I liked it. I would do it again. Just only difference is I don't think that it'll die to a blonde 613. But if you're gonna rock your hair black or burgundy,
I'm doing black. Yeah, I'm doing black.
So
and I actually need it now because I gotta get a ponytail. I gotta get a transaction. I know, right? See, this is networking. This is what we do here at the Kitchen Table Talk. We thank you, Erica, for joining us today. I know you busy. You could be doing a myriad of other things. But we're glad that you decided to stop by here and have a talk with us here at the table.
And I don't really do this talking stuff.
I know you don't. So I was surprised. I was actually surprised.
I was trying to get out of it.
I was like, oh my God, let me ask Erica and see what she gonna say. Yeah, I know she was. This is like, get your butt over here. Because we gonna talk about it.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you for
No problem.
The most important thing that I learned out of this whole thing was, whatever you're gonna do, get started.
Get started.
That's it. That's a
Get started. Make sure you
That's a good takeaway, Malachi.
Just get started. Get it off the ground. Don't let it sit there.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you have any other issues or problems, bring it to the table. Because that's what we do here at the Kitchen Table.